Hello girls, today we will solve together problem 12.1. You can find this problem in the energy chapter, chapter 7. So, what do we have here? We are going to carry a couch for 22 meters. So as you see in the figure, that's the initial point and that's the final point up there. Here's the initial point, here's the final point, and that's the direction of motion. Let's write what we know. So we know the mass of the couch, we know the distance covered, and the time. They said that we should assume that the initial velocity and the final velocity is zero. But of course, something happens in between. There is a velocity in between. It only starts from zero, moves, so has certain velocity, then reaches up the final point, and stops again. Anyway, so the question is to find the power. What is power? We know that the power is the work over time. We do have the time, but we don't have the work. So how do we find the work? The work done is equal to the force applied multiplied by the distance covered. I do have the distance covered, but they didn't give me the force that I applied. So what force do I need to apply on the couch in order to carry it up? Let's think about the couch. Let's draw its free body diagram. If this is the couch, then what forces are applied on it? It's around the earth, so we have the weight. That's the first force. Then I'm carrying it up, so I must apply a force upwards. You can give it any symbol that you want. So, in order to be able to lift the couch, my force, according to this figure, must be equal or greater than the weight. So at least equal to the weight in order to be able to lift the couch and carry it up. So let's take the minimum magnitude. Our upward force is equal to W, but of course we can see from the figure that it's opposite in direction. So FH is equal to negative W. We don't have the weight, but we know that the weight is multiplied by the gravity. So FH is equal to negative mg. I substitute. The mass is 48 kilograms and gravity is negative 9.8. And the answer is 470.4 newtons. That's the force, the minimum force that I need to apply to lift the couch up. Don't worry about significant figures just now. We will just decide what number of significant figures we put in the final answer. So what is the work in this case? The work will be equal to 470 newtons, 0.4, multiplied by the distance, which is 22. I find the answer. The unit is joules, and it's positive because the direction of motion and the direction of the force are the same. And then I substitute to find the power. The power is equal to the work over time. So I substitute my numbers and I find the answer. And the unit is watts. I look at my answer. I put the unit. The sign is positive, which makes sense because the work is positive. I need to decide on the significant figures. I need to use all. Now the best in scientific notation. The answer will be, in scientific notation, 2.1 times 10 raised to the power of 3, because I moved 3 decimal places, so I multiply by 10 to the third, and I use only two significant figures, but the number after the 0 is 6, so I have to round up to 2.1. Thank you.